Well, welcome, Cancer. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. This reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. We are going to take a look at current situation influences around that. This reading is for beginning of September. That's a whole new month. The beginning of February into the beginning of March. Next 30 days. This is just general, so no specific topic, whatever the cards want to tell us. And keep in mind it is a collective reading, so take what resonates. I'm using the Runic Tarot for the reading. The box is right here. You can't really see that because your card is there. And then I always put the name of the deck in the description. And the Somnia Tarot for clarifying. Let's get started, Cancer. Hope you all are doing fantastic. Whew. I'm getting kind of a rush. You guys are excited about something, or I don't know. That's like kind of what I'm feeling. Kind of like, ooh, like let's have fun. I don't know. Let me know if that resonates with anybody. It's just kind of like really excited or something. I don't know. It's curious when you get those feelings when you're doing readings. It's like, especially collective ones. When you're sitting there with someone, it's easy. Okay, current situation. Emperor. Past influence. Magician. Present influence. High Priestess. Oh my God. That row is something. Let's talk about some strong stuff there. Woo. What's negative, please? Okay, Ace of Cups. Positive. Seven of Wands. Okay, I gotta move that. What you don't see is down here. Oh, I can move it up a little bit. Seven of Cups. What to look for? Page of Cups. Unexpected. Queen of Swords. Challenge. Justice. Future influence. Strength. Another strong card. Okay, outcome, temperance. This whole thing is majors. So your the energies on either side. Oh, well, this is a major, but overall, kind of the feelings are not majors, but that whole past influence, current situation, present influence, future influence, outcome, all majors. Okay, where does this lead? That's interesting. Ten of Wands. Knight of Wands. I'm going to leave it right there. Bottom of the deck is Tower. Okay, well, I mean, this is about a situation that changed. Now, you could be going through the change right now, and I don't mean menopause. Sorry, I'm full of humor today. I mean, like this doesn't mean that this change is in the now. This has to do with a change that happened at some point, whether it's recent past, whether it's a while ago, or whether it's like current. So when we do the bottom of the deck, it's just an overall feeling of the reading. I don't spend a lot of time on that because it'll make sense to you when you get into the reading. The Emperor is in your current situation here. So I feel like I want to clarify that because the Emperor can always be about you taking control of something, or it can be about someone else. It can be about someone that you're thinking about or in your life right now. I get the overall feeling it's about you taking some control, but let's take a look at that. Your past influence sitting here is the Magician. And I feel like the recent past, I feel like whatever this change is, see, it has more to do with this. I feel like this is the Magician, that it's made you realize everything that you have. You know, it's made you see your strengths and that you can get through something, because this Tower is really hard. So I feel like it's that, but let's look at the Emperor first. Tell me more about the Emperor, please. Six of Cups, Temperance, a King of Cups. This could definitely be about somebody. It feels like maybe in the past you didn't feel quite as, I want to say, um, you. I feel like this is emotional strength here. You're taking more back of your control emotionally. I feel like because of the both these cards actually. Um, but I feel like maybe you didn't feel like you had it in the past. And there is something here that's making you realize that you have more control over your emotional self. Um, and even though I feel like you go with the flow, because cancers usually do for overall, I feel like you're kind of taking that to another level here where you're going, I got to take back control sometimes. Can't always go with the flow. But I feel like it's because you've developed some emotional balance or strength, probably regarding a specific situation where you're comfortable enough to say no. This is what I need, or not even a no. It doesn't have to be a hard no. It's just, kind of just realizing that you can control things more than you think. The magician, I do feel like I'm not going to clarify this. It's like I talked. I feel like it's really about this tower making you realize everything you have. The magician is about having all of the tools in the tarot. And I feel like um, you go, okay, yeah, you know what? I realize I'm stronger than I thought I was. I realize I can handle a lot more than I thought I could. It's kind of giving you confidence here. The high priestess is in your present influence, which is a very, more of your empathetic self. But more than that, it's really your inner knowing. I feel like you're really trusting your intuition right now, especially in this current days. Um, we'll clarify that, but usually there's not much more than that. Then it's just because this is an influence card, and I feel like you're really trusting that intuition, which I think is really good because cancers are usually pretty right on when it comes to their intuition. Tell me more about the high priestess, the moon, page of swords, and the six of swords. There's something here that's become very clear to you, and you now know exactly what to do and how to move forward. And I think that that's coming from your knowing, your intuition. So when I see the moon, it's something's becoming clear. The page of swords is doing the work. The six of swords is moving forward. So I do feel like there's something here that's just become very clear about exactly what you need to do. Um, I'm not sure. It has to do probably with this tower, but we'll get more into it. I feel it's kind of odd. There's an ace of cups in the negative. I feel like this is expectations, that you may have certain expectations about a situation, a relationship, not necessarily love, but a relationship. And so I feel like that ace is that's why it's in the negative. It's because it's about expectations that you can't really have. So tell me more about this ace of cups, please. Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like yeah, I feel like there's some kind of expectation with somebody around you, maybe a wand person. And the Seven of Wands is standing up about having a give and take here. So wand person could be a fire sign, but it also could just be someone that's very energetic, passionate, motivated, excitable. Um, yeah, I feel like this Ace of Cups is like if there's some kind of relationship, there's an expectation that may be unrealistic right now. And it's not that it's unrealistic forever, but like they're in a position where they can't really give. So it feels a little unbalanced, but it's not, right? So it could be like anything where someone maybe is dealing with a lot at work and they can't give a lot back to you right now. And this could be again, this doesn't have to be a lover, it can be any kind of relationship. But I do feel like there's it's negative right now only because I feel like you feel like you're pouring a lot into it and not getting back. The positive is the Seven of Wands. I feel like you will stand your ground here. Like the Seven of Wands is about standing your ground, and I feel like you'll be able to do that um, in a good way, in a positive way. This is a strength, so you're not going to be saying, "Oh heck, what about me? I need blah blah blah." Because if this other situation is really someone is in a position where they aren't able to give as much as they would like, and you have kind of an expectation of that, I think you're going to use your intuition and your gut and do this standing up in a um, oh, I can't think of the word, but where it works out for both of you. It's not you going off the deep end or anything like that, or being mean. It's just, hey, this is what I need right now. Um, because sometimes there has to be a little bit of a give and take, even if someone is in a situation where they need more. That's okay, but it sometimes you can't be left out completely, and I think that's the way you're kind of feeling. Um, what you don't see is the Seven of Cups. There's a lot of choices here on how to deal with this situation, and that's what you're not looking at. Maybe you need to open yourself up to looking at how to deal with this in a different manner. This isn't a choices about I have this person, that person, this job, that job. It's more about how to deal with it. The choices are available to you. It's in what you don't see. So Spirit's asking you to see it. Like, okay, there's choices here. You can do this. You can do that. You can, step away. You can come back in, and you don't have to do any finality stuff. It's, maybe, different ways to speak, all of those things. It's about how to handle it. It's not about, having other choices of other people, etc. The Page of Cups is in what to look for. Understand that you have the gift of love, and I feel like it's not only look for love coming into you, but look for the love that you're giving out, and understand that this is really important right now. This, with all of these majors, this is kind of a big deal. Um, so I feel like that's kind of like this is about being kind, not only to yourself, but to others around you, whoever needs it. There's someone else I think that needs it. And it's just, be conscious, be caring, which you usually are. But I do know some areas that can also get, are areas, I'm sorry, cancers who can also get um, a little bit selfish. Not in necessarily a bad way. I'm not being mean. It's just, you have a little selfish bone in you. Now, I don't know if that's true for all cancers. I'm really close to a few. My mom and my daughter are both cancers. So I feel like that could be something just to be reminded of. The caring and devotion that you give to other people around you is really important right now. Um, and I feel like it will come back around, you know? The unexpected is the Queen of Swords. I feel like either someone's going to come in and say, hey, Cancer, this is exactly what you need to do, and you're going to follow that, or you have an epiphany. And that epiphany allows you to really work towards one specific thing. It allows you to kind of have that tunnel vision that I feel like you need. Um, and I do. I feel like that's what that is. So um, let's clarify it, but I feel like that's what it is. It's just because the queen is very, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to go. She also does speak really quite, kind of like straight up, doesn't fluff around with it. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords. World, Lovers, Justice. And Justice is in your challenge. Um, I feel like you're going to know exactly what to do here. I feel like, okay, so there could be a situation that's reaching an end here. And I don't mean that a relationship is coming to an end, a situation is coming to an end. And it's, I think, allowing, now the Lovers can be about choices. So, and the Justice can be about balance. So I do feel like there's going to be you understanding how to move forward into this next level of the situation. So I think of the world a lot as like college graduation, college graduation. Okay, now college is over, but that takes us to a new life area. So it's not a finality, it's not a bad ending, it's a goal reached, time to head for that next goal. And I feel like that's what this is. So I feel like the Queen of Swords is the energy of you making plans. And all of a sudden you realize you're making plans for the next chapter of your life, of a next chapter of a situation. And I think it comes as a surprise. The Justice is in your challenge. It's a reminder to stay balanced, a lot of it. So Justice is about being balanced. Let's take a look at this and go a little deeper. Tell me more about this Justice card, please. 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords, Devil. The challenge is going to be getting stuck on winning. There's something here about the 5 of Swords. I feel like though the 10 of Swords says that's done, there you have either felt or there was a fight that you didn't feel like you could win, but that's over. That's done. So you can. And the Devil, though, is the energy of being stuck on a certain thing. So I feel like the Justice in your challenge is saying, hey, just because something in the past happened a certain way, that's over. This is different. Don't stay stuck on that situation that happened in the past. You're like comparing it to a past situation, and it's not going to happen like that. And the Justice is reminding you to give fair and equal justice to this new situation. So in other words, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge for you because you keep going back. No, it's going to turn out like that. No, it's going to turn out like that. And it's not necessarily. Give it a chance. The strength is in your future influence. And I feel like that's why this is here, because that's going to be hard. That's going to be just you having to take a deep breath and saying, okay, I am going to be able to be strong, and the strength is going to be your influence here in the near future. Things are fine, okay? So I don't want you to think that this is like a bad reading. It's just kind of how it's going to flow. I don't want to do the strength. I want to do the temperance. This is your outcome. The temperance can be about alchemy. It can be about, I had to bring my work phone just in case some emergency comes. The temperance is about like emotional balance. It's about alchemy. It's about making things happen, making things that you wouldn't normally think could happen. I feel like what's happening though is more the emotional balance part because of all of this energy up here. I feel like what's going to eventually happen is it comes back to equal give and take here in the emotional arena. So you will feel more emotional balance in the situation. It feels better. You'll get past kind of this thing about having to stand up for yourself, making a plan. All of these things are kind of like, okay, everything's fine. It just took a little while. Tell me more about the temperance. Yep, 10 of Swords, 8 of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. Definitely feeling like more of a come together. There's something here about an ending. Something ended, which I feel like it's now time to move to so the 8 of Cups doesn't necessarily mean completely walking away from a situation, but it can mean moving up. Like, I feel like there's some kind of leveling up here because it does lead, the 4 of Wands is about celebration too. So I do feel like there has been there's an ending to a situation. Again, more like not like you're losing a relationship or somebody. There's just some kind of ending happening, which is allowing you to understand exactly where you need to be with the 8 of Cups. And the 4 of Wands is that celebration. And also this 4 of Wands makes me feel like not just a celebration, but a coming together, a conversation, feeling good about the situation and being able to talk about it. And I feel like that's where that emotional balance comes in. So where does this lead? It leads to the 10 of Wands and then the Knight of Wands. So the 10 of Wands is feeling, you're going to feel still overwhelmed for a bit. But the Ten of Wands is also that hard part's over. We're getting ready to hit the Ace of Wands. And the Knight of Wands to me is kind of like the Ace of Wands. An energy that's coming in and going to like refresh and everything. It's headed right towards that Ten of Wands. It's going to crash right into it and make you feel better. Tell me more about the Ten of Wands, please, on where this leads. Ten of Wands. Wheel. Ace of Wands. I told you. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Wands leads to the Ace of Wands. Okay, things are getting better. Things are starting to move forward. There will be a new opportunity here really soon. And though I do feel like it has something to do with your home. And I feel like this comes in and says, okay, balls to the wall now. We're going to do this. Sorry if someone gets offended by that. It's like just coming in energy. And I feel like there could be a move involved. New opportunity. Time is changing. Knight of Wands. We had the Knight of Wands, but the Ten of Pentacles here is the home. So there is an energy of definitely home, could be moving, could be something like that. Let's clarify the Knight of Wands, because that was the Ten of Wands. Let's clarify the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, please. Oh, Fool, see, new beginning. Again, that Ten of Wands led to the Ace of Wands, a new beginning. Yeah, like this is Knight of Wands. I love this because there's a new beginning happening here. And I feel like with this Six of Cups, it's not about the past, but it's about working together. It almost feels like the family farm here, like Little House on the Prairie is what I'm thinking. Like, okay, now we're gonna create a family farm, but keep that open and not necessarily. But I do feel like there might be a move for some of you. For some of you, this leads to a move of some sort with the Knight of Wands again. And the Fool, brand new. And I feel like the Knight of Wands is you just deciding, hell with it, I'm doing it. And that's the Fool. That's the Fool energy here. And I like it though, because I feel like you need that. Like you need that to hell with it. This is what I'm going to do. I am just going. What is our advice for Cancer? I like this reading. What is our advice? Star. You know, this is just a flat out warning that everything is going exactly as it should. Even though it feels a little rocky right now or a little bit like, ugh. You'll get through this because Spirit has a plan. You have such heavy cards in this reading with the Magician, Emperor, High Priestess, Strength, Temperance. Those are all really, and the Justice also, even though it's in your challenge. And then here's the Star. And you have the Tower. And guess what? The Star comes after the Tower. So everything is going just as it needs to. You'll be able to rebuild, or at least feel like you're rebuilding, and Spirit with the Star is saying you're headed where you need to head, that this is a good thing. So allow the things to happen here. Stay cool, stay calm, do what you need to do, but do it with a kind heart. And I feel like everything's going to work out just the way it needs to. Star. So there you have your reading, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Have a beautiful day.